how did you feel like body wise? Did it change on how your body feels day to day from the grind of college to the grind of the G League?
Mm.
You know, and all of a sudden you're traveling probably a little bit more. You're playing more total games. Did your body feel different?
So I think my body felt the best it's ever felt this year. So what I did this year, I started lifting every day. I know that sounds weird, but I would never lift during the season to exhaustion, but I would have probably like a 25-minute lift each day, a lot of core, a lot of, just like strengthening with my hips and growing. And, obviously there'd be dumbbells and stuff, but like it really changed my health. Like I felt so good all the time. Like I knew every day I was going to lift. And where college, it's different. You're lifting like really heavy weights, you're deadlifting and all that. And, I had a lot of struggles in college. And then I think the year before Texas Tech, I got hurt pretty bad. So, that was a hard year coming off an injury. But this has been my most healthy year.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a good point of it. It's like microdosing. You're throwing in just a little bit of strength training every day. People forget that one of the worst things you could do for your body is like go play these long games and then just sit the entire day. Like you just lock up. And so everybody has their different approach. And some guys want to get out and do, like you said, like some lighter stuff, some core, all that kind of stuff. Some people can get by with doing squats, whatever it is, but movement. Like you got to have movement, whether that's through like heavier lifting or and you don't want to kill yourself with heavy lifting, but whether that's through traditional lifting or like Steven Adams, one of the strongest guys in the NBA, he does like these weird like farm style workouts, like Turkish kettlebell get-ups where you like lay down on the ground and stand up with a kettlebell.
Yeah.
Like non-traditional stuff, but that's how he gets his movement. That's how he stays strong. So everybody kind of has these different approaches. But that's what I found is the guys that feel really good throughout the season, they're pretty much doing some sort of movement and lifting like every day, even if it's just a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny because I know, you see those videos of someone's like lifting after a game. You're like, oh man, they're grinding.
Yeah.
Everybody lifts after the game.
Yeah.
It's almost like every player does
Yep.
that. Every team, like it's not like a grind. It's like just part of the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I found that really interesting. You see stuff on social media, but you don't realize like everybody's doing that.
Yeah. They just happen to have a camera
They
there.
have a camera. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How did you like that working out after a game? I always liked it because my adrenaline was high from the game and I'm like so warmed up and it's like, why not just pop in while my adrenaline's up and get this lift? How did you like that?
Yeah, I think it's more from a health standpoint. Let me do that again. I think it's more from a health standpoint. A lot of guys do it to stay healthy and it's like a routine for them. But like, you definitely like if you're exhausted, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
But, like I swear most of the lifts are really for like just staying healthy, like keeping your hamstring and everything intact. And I feel like it's really very, very beneficial.
Yeah. Did you guys do any conditioning after, or was it just, and it's different. So some NBA teams, what they'll do is like, if you played over 30 minutes, then you don't have to do any conditioning. But if you play like, I don't know, like say under 20 minutes or whatever, you have X amount of minutes. Like you got to hop on the treadmill for 10 minutes if you didn't play much. Did you guys do any of that? Or for you played so many minutes?
Yeah, so with the G League, I didn't. I can't lie. I was not doing conditioning after because I was so tired. And I exhausted myself.
You don't need to. You got so much conditioning in the game.
Right.
That was your workout.
When I was with the Bulls, not playing much, like for that 20-some days or whatever, like those days were hard. Game days were hard. Like I played before the game. Like, you have that group, the guys who don't play much, you're playing in practice. The players, they, go through this stuff and then they get ready for the game. Like you stay, you have a workout, you have 3-on-3 and like, it's a lot. It's a constant days of work and you're always running, you're always conditioning. Like I realized like, man, it's easier just to play. You know what I mean? Like game days are harder when you don't play than like, actually playing the game. I realize. Yeah.
100%. And how is it getting up for those getting up for that day? Because you're so used to getting up for like, okay, I'm going to go be the star. I'm going to go score 30. How is it like waking up in the morning and being like, I got to get myself mentally there. I got to be sharp knowing that I might not play today. Like, where does that motivation come from on that day?
It's just staying in the process for me. Like I have desires and intentions to be successful in this league. So I know that like every day I'm keeping ready on the bench. Even if I know I'm not playing, I'm gonna be in my head like, man, he might put me in right now. Like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to, I see how the game's going. I see the flow. This is what needs to happen. So like as a competitor, I feel like you just got to stay ready. You know what I mean? I feel like, you drop your ego when it comes to playing time. Like I'm ready to help the team whenever. and I feel like that's what maybe will give me that jump at some point. But you just got to stay ready, man. And it's a blessing to be in this league. It's a blessing to have teammates, the superstar teammates that you have and you can learn from. So you just look at it as a positive, and your time will come.
Yep, 100%. What are some things that you're looking to work on, like skill wise? Is there anything that you're trying to level up on this off season?
Just grow as a point guard. I feel like I made a big step last season, and I want to take an even bigger step as a leader, as a communicator. Obviously, you always got to shoot the ball well to be in the NBA, and just a little bit of my finish touching around the rim. I've added a little bit of a hook shot.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Xavier. I know he's gonna be mad if I don't shout him out. But
man, his hook shot is legendary.
I was with him in summer league, so I got to see it kind of before it blew up, and I just started kind of adding that to my game a little bit here and there.
Yeah, does he work on that, or is that Nat like does he work on that day to day?
So I didn't see his workouts, but it's so natural with him. Like it's not he doesn't second guess it ever. Like in the scrimmages and stuff, like it'll be like the free throw line shooting hook shot. I'm like, oh my god.
He'll be running away from the basket and still like hit a tough hook.
I haven't seen anyone block it yet, so I mean it's
definitely unblockable. It's a matter of does it go in or not, and for him it does. For 99% of other people it doesn't.
right.
That was always my thing is like if you're undersized, like you got to find the shots that are unblockable. What can you get off every single time that you're in the lane? And the hook shot is that one shot where if you do it right, it's 100% unblockable. It's just, do I have that touch? It's just so hard to get that.